Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry.
This is Blessed to Ball, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Blessed to Ball, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Blessed to Ball is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant.
Blessed to Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed to Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed to Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play.
Blessed to Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed to Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed to Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it, and my name is Strategic.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? This is Coach Carvel Bailey. I want to welcome you to another episode of Lunch and Learn. We're going to do it a little bit early today. We're going to do it a little bit early because my baby is coming home today. And so at lunchtime, I'm not going to be able to come on. So if you're checking out the replay at lunchtime, just drop replay below. But let me know what city and state you're checking in from. All right. Let me know what city and state you're checking in from. Welcome to the show. All right. Don't just hide behind the camera, right? I love interaction. So let's interact. Let's talk. Again, welcome to the show. Today, right, this is what I want to talk about today. I got about 10 minutes with y'all. It's gonna be short and sweet. Let's talk about that basketball is a business, right? If you don't understand as a parent that basketball is a business, you'll probably end up on the wrong side of it. All right. If your athlete does not understand that basketball is a business, they'll probably end up on the other side of it. Now, what do you mean, Coach Bailey? They'll probably end on the other side of it. They'll probably end up on the heartache, the frustration, the guilt, the anger, right? The feeling used. You'll probably end up on that side of the game if you don't really understand that basketball is a business, but also understand the rules and the rules of engagement to the business side of basketball. And that's a whole nother class in which I'll have to come back and do about the rules of engagement, because you as the parent should understand the rules of engagement, and your athlete definitely needs to understand the rules of engagement. But if basketball is a business, then how is your athlete conducting their business? If basketball is a business, how are you conducting your business for your athlete? Because as the parent, if your athlete is the brand, and this is a business, correct? So if your athlete is the brand, and now you're assisting your athlete, you're now part of that brand. Does that make sense? You may be either an employee, you may be either a like silent donor, silent contributor, but you're part of that brand. So is your business in order? Is your athlete's business affairs in order? That's only a question that you can ask. But a lot of parents think that things are fair. So I'm gonna just give you a couple instances so you can understand about basketball being a business, right? This show always being brought to you by Coach Carvel Bailey's Blessed to Ball Coaching and Consulting Group. All right. So now, first things first, let me explain this. Basketball is a business. Today, I'm dating this purposely. It's September 30th. Tomorrow is October the 1st. If you have a senior athlete, tomorrow is very important for you and your senior when it comes to the business side of basketball. Why is that, Coach Bailey? Because tomorrow is the very first day in which you can complete your FAFSA form for your senior. All right. So tomorrow, October 1st, is the first day that you can complete your FAFSA form for your senior athlete. Now, here's why it's a business. Here's why FAFSA is important, right? This is why FAFSA is important. Liv, what up? We have, right? This is my all-time favorite high school basketball player ever, Mr. Marcus Liberty. All right. All Ball Chicago, y'all go check them out. Go check out the episode when they interviewed me. We talked about these things, Liv. We talked about these things. And so you and Bob can probably talk about it as well. But basketball is a business. October 1st, have that FAFSA done. If you have a senior, make sure that you have that financial aid form complete. And you may say, well, my athlete is getting a scholarship or my athlete is being recruited. Well, the business side of basketball, no coach can fully offer an athlete and sign an athlete to a letter of intent, right? LOI, if they don't have their FAFSA done. That's a government document, right? That needs to be completed. And so even though the biggest coach in the world will come and offer your athlete before they can give them that money, that's on the grant and aid form. Again, this is a business. If you don't understand these terms, LOI, right, which is letter of intent. I intend to come to this school. But also there's a grant and aid form. The grant and aid form is spelling out how much money this school is giving this particular athlete. What are the stipulations of the scholarship? Because all scholarships aren't created equal. They may just be offering books. They may just be offering tuition. They may be offering tuition and books. They may be offering just housing. All scholarships aren't created equal. So the grant and aid form is based off what the school can give you, but that's also in relation to the financial aid form. Does that make sense? Right? And so make sure that you've done your taxes. If you have a senior, make sure your taxes are done from the previous tax year. I'm not a tax consultant, right? Like I'm giving you these things, disclaimer, as a basketball coach. Okay, have that financial aid form complete. Where do you go? You go to FAFSA.gov. Go to FAFSA.gov to get that financial aid form complete. Now, here's why you want to get it complete early. All right, for all my parents, understand basketball is a business. You want to do things early. The early bird catches the worm. So with financial aid forms, there is a pool of money. If your athlete is going to a NAIA school, if your athlete is going to a Division II school, those particular schools have a pool of money, right? So use this hand sanitizer. They have a pool of money. When the money is gone, it's over. It's a wrap. So how do we divvy this money up at said NAIA Division II schools? Well, I have this much money and I have to give this much money to, let's say, 10 athletes. Well, now, based on, again, the business, based on the athlete's grades, based on that athlete's character, based on that athlete's attitude, their integrity, and then based on how they play, I have to determine how much money are they worth. Does that make sense? Everybody wants to be paid their worth. Well, if I give say one person this amount, now I have to divvy this up between 10 people. Well, what if I have somebody that's not getting any financial aid, but I can use them on my team? Well, they have to get a little bit more of this pot. Does that make sense? But what about the athlete who didn't do their financial aid until June? It may not be no money for that particular student. I may like them. I may want to give them a scholarship, but I don't have any. Now they have to come in as a walk-on or as a preferred walk-on. That's another term that if you understand the business side of basketball, that's what it is. But now let me help you a little bit with this whole business side of basketball thing, right? So what's the benefit of having someone? This goes for players and coaches. What's the benefit of having the athlete on my team or even having a coach on as our coach? What's the benefit of having this person? What can they bring? What can they bring us? as a district, as an institution, what can they bring us? What's the benefit of having this person? We're talking about the business side of basketball, but also, right, I got my notes on a sticky today. Not only what's the benefit, what's the value? What's the value this person is going to bring to us? This person may be able to score tons of points, but they have a terrible attitude. They're not going to be eligible. So what's the benefit of it? And ultimately, any decision maker, be it the coach with the players, the administration with the coach, any decision maker, they want to get a return on their investment. They want to get what's the ROI? Tommy says you're absolutely right. What's the ROI am I going to get on this investment? Because as a coach, I'm investing my time into this person. As an administrator, they're investing their time. As an institution, they're investing their money into someone. So am I going to get a return on my investment? So when we talk about the business side, that's all over. Am I going to give this individual $20,000 to come to this school, but they're only going to be eligible for a year? I'm not getting a return on my investment. So the business side of basketball, coaches put athletes on the team, not just for their athletic ability. There are some individuals that are on basketball teams because they help keep the team's grade point average at a certain level. And no coach on a college level or even on a high school level is going to tell you that based on the situation that they're in. But Coach Bailey, right? Bless the ball, coaching and consulting, right? This is what we do. We educate. And so I'm telling you that there are some players on the team, and they're on the team because they have great leadership skills. They're on the team because they have great grades. They're on the team because they're great for the locker room. They're great for the persona of the program. And then there are other individuals that can play, but they just ain't good for the team. I'm not going to get a good return on my investment. They don't add value to my team. I don't see the benefit of that individual being here for us. So we talking about the business side of basketball, the business side of basketball, right? Liv, understand what I'm saying? Marcus Liberty played for the #1 team in the nation in high school. Ask Liv, was it a business? Sonny Cox conducted his team as a business. They understood it was bigger than basketball. So get that financial aid form in. Get that financial aid form. That's the first thing that you can do if you have seniors. Get that financial aid form in and understand why it needs to be in, right? Again, I went through it. That pool of money. What's the need? Because some scholarships is based on need. Player A may only need $2,000 to cover their tuition for the year based on financial aid. Player B may need $10,000. Well, now I'm going again to the business side of the game. What's the benefit of having this person? What value do they bring? Will I get a return on my investment? If you don't understand the business side of basketball, you'll get caught on the wrong side of it. If you don't understand the business of basketball, you'll get caught on the wrong side of it. So I just wanted to drop that knowledge. Again, go FAFSA.gov. FAFSA.gov. If you know a parent of a senior athlete, even if they aren't being recruited right now, even if they don't know what school they're going to, tell them that they need to get that financial aid done. Yep, Liv said, this is why we need to have more guys like you to educate our student, athlete, and parents. Liv, I appreciate you, my brother. You already know, I already told you, you know, our sentiments. You already know how we rock. But Liv, if I'm not educating properly, then I'm performing malpractice. If we go to the doctor and the doctor prescribes us, if we go to the doctor for our finger and they say they need to cut our foot off, that's malpractice. So how are coaches out here doing coaching malpractice? That's what's happening. And because parents don't understand, the athletes don't understand, the coaches don't understand, so who's going to teach them? That's what we do at Bless the Ball Coaching and Consulting Program. So if you need a coach to come and talk to your team, reach out to me. We can do it via video online, or we can do it in person. Reach out to us. But the parents need to be educated. The athletes need to be educated. This is a business. Basketball is a business. And lastly, I'll leave you with this. There's big money in bad basketball. So there are people, and this comes from an individual who ran and runs a program. And I think he's a good individual. But he told me, he said, Carvel, it's big money in bad basketball. And I kind of looked at him a little bit different because I don't rock like that. Right? I'm not out here, not saying he's taking advantage of people, because I think wholeheartedly he's not. But he understands that it's big money in bad basketball. I'm trying to change the landscape of bad basketball and make it back more meaningful. But it's the business side of basketball, y'all, right? Y'all heard the bell. I got my students coming in a minute. I understand this. Again, if you haven't had a chance to check out my free case study video where I will help your athlete become more recruitment ready, then reach out to me, right? Go check out my free case study video at BeTheRightRecruit.com. I'm pretty sure it can help you just like it's helped so many others along the way. All right, I'm gonna leave y'all with this statement from Coach Cuonzo Martin. Y'all be good. Peace.
You'll win games, you'll lose games, and sometimes losses bring me to my knees where I don't want to get out of bed. But at the end of the day, I have to do what I do for my family and for these guys, to show them this is what a man looks like. And that's all that matters to me. Yeah, I want to win every game, but if I can give them something important to their lives and help them understand this is the truth, it might sting you a little bit, but this is the truth. But we can get to this point if we do these things. Because if you're not teaching them life lessons, what are you really teaching them? You're wasting their time. Eventually, they'll be somebody's father. They'll be somebody's husband. They'll run a company one day. So if they're not learning those lessons now, then I didn't do a good job in teaching.
Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry.
This is Blessed to Ball, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Blessed to Ball, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Blessed to Ball is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant.
Blessed to Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed to Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed to Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play.
Blessed to Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed to Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed to Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it. And my name is strategic.